Okay, so this is slider number 6, and I've started entering the first equation, 1 on k log base c of. When I pressed XC, I lost my k's, and that's because in the last time I used the slider, k had a value. So if I just go edit, clear all values, OK, and now when I press XC, I have my k back because I cleared the value of k. So that's one downside of sliders. It will remember the value that you last made k in your slider. And the second equation is, and I've typed my second equation there. Sometimes I like typing my equations in main so I can see it more easily, and then just dragging and dropping them over into graph and table. So what I'm looking for is, I have the function and its inverse, and I'm looking for the values of k that give me an area that's positive, and explain why not all the k values are used, because k is anything that is positive. Okay, so I'm going to copy this, jump into graph and table and edit paste and tick it. So that's the inverse. So go back into main and copy this. And paste that there. And tick it. And use the dynamic graph. And I can see that when k is negative 0.9, k can't be negative, by the way. So I need to change my values from 0. Now it can't be 0 either. So I'm going to put 0.1. The minimum value is 0.1. And my steps are going to be 1 to start off with, and go OK. So I can't see an intersection point. So when I go to 1.1, 2.1, 3.1, 4.1, 5.1, 6.1, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can see that I'm getting an area, and I get an area where the area is bigger than 0 when k equals 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, or not about 4, it's hard to tell. So I can do analysis, G-solve, intersection, and at 4 I don't have any intersection other than 0, 0. But if I look at 5, I certainly do. And 4, I don't seem to have any. And 3, I certainly don't have any. So maybe k has to be bigger than 4. So let's try 4.1. So make my settings now 0.1 and go OK. And let's come up to 4.1. Analysis, G-solve, intersection, and I do have an intersection there and there and there. So this pattern does exist at 4.1. So I'm comfortable to say, looking at my dynamic graphs, that 4.1 and 5.1 and 6.1 have areas. So if I do 4.5, maybe a little bit more. Analysis, G-solve, integral, intersection, except the first one, except the last one, and that will give me an area of 0.02. So if I click on my dynamic graph again and come back to 4.1, analysis, G-solve, integral, from intersection, the first one, accept it, jump to the next one, accept it, and I do get an area, really, really small. But if I do this again and I jump back to 4, analysis, G-solve, integral, intersection, the first one, accept it, the second one, accept it, I don't get an area. So determine the ranges of k where the area is positive. K has got to be bigger than 4. And explain why the domain of k, so that's my domain of k, it doesn't include all the values of k, because when k is between 0 and 4, there is no area found. So that was great.